Ladies and gentlemen, today we stand at the crossroads of many paths in life. Each of us is walking a journey, sometimes surrounded by others, and sometimes alone. But no matter where you find yourself on your journey, it's important to remember one simple thing: the strength to keep going, to rise after every fall, to push forward against the current comes from within, from the This speech is for anyone who has ever felt lost, misunderstood, or isolated. It is for the people who wonder why they walk alone or feel like they have no one beside them. It is for those who question their worth, their purpose, or their ability to forge connections. Life, with its challenges, can sometimes make us feel like we are the only ones facing hardship. But I promise you, you are never truly alone. And in the silence of solitude, something powerful can be forged. Let us explore what it means to be a woman with no friends, to walk through this world on your own and yet find the strength to thrive. There is a beauty in the quiet moments, a power in the stillness of self-reflection. So let's look at the things that define us and how we can embrace the opportunity to become the person we were always meant to be. Being alone doesn't mean you're powerless. It doesn't mean you're broken or that you're somehow less than others. In fact, when you stand alone, you have the unique opportunity to rely on yourself. It's in these moments of solitude that your strength, resilience, and character are tested. Without the distraction of others, you can focus on your own growth and see what truly matters to you. Self-reliance is not about shutting the world out. It's about realizing that you have everything you need inside you to navigate this world. You have a mind, a body, and a spirit that are capable of so much more than you might give them credit for. In times of struggle, when friends may not be there to lift you, you become your own source of strength. You learn to trust your instincts, your ability to make decisions, and your capacity to endure. As being self-reliant doesn't mean you don't need others. It means you don't rely on others for your happiness, your peace, or your sense of worth. You can learn to be content in your own company, to find joy in small victories and moments of peace. When you stand tall on your own, you are not weak. You are resilient, and that resilience is the foundation of your success. Brewing like Gilles, he stands tall, Watts. Self-reliance also teaches you a valuable lesson in independence. You don't need to wait for someone else to make you feel whole, to validate your existence. Your validation comes from within. You begin to understand that your value is not determined by the number of people around you, but by the quality of the person you are becoming. When you realize that you are enough, you stop chasing after the approval of others. You stop seeking outside validation to feel worthy. Instead, you stand firm in the knowledge that your own worth is intrinsic. You don't need others to tell you you're good enough. You know it already. In moments of loneliness, you can learn to embrace the silence. The quiet space gives you the chance to get to know yourself on a deeper level. You learn your passions, your fears, your desires, and your dreams. The time spent alone allows you to heal, to reflect, and to evolve. And from this growth, you emerge stronger, more confident, and more equipped to face whatever challenges life may throw your way. Ultimately, being self-reliant is about trusting yourself. It's about having the courage to stand alone when the world expects you to follow. It's about building a relationship with yourself that is rooted in self-respect and love. And when you do that, you will find that you are never truly alone because you carry the strength of who you are within you at all times. When you're walking alone, it's easy to feel weak, vulnerable, or even insignificant. But what if I told you that this very solitude is the birthplace of your greatest strength? We often look outward for power, for validation, and for guidance. But the true power is always within. It's an energy that lives deep inside you, waiting to be awakened. Your inner strength is forged in the crucible of adversity. It is born when you are tested, when the world seems too heavy to bear, and when everything feels uncertain. It's in those moments of doubt and fear that your true power emerges. The strength you have inside you is not just physical, it's mental, emotional, and spiritual. It is the ability to rise when you've been knocked down, to keep moving, even when the path ahead is unclear. Many people believe that strength comes from external sources, friends, family, mentors, or support systems. While these things can be invaluable, they are not the source of your inner power. Your power is something you carry within you, and it has always been there. It is in the way you persevere through hardship, the way you keep pushing even when no one is watching, the way you stand tall when the world tries to make you fall. To embrace your inner strength, you must first recognize that it is a part of you. It is not something you need to find outside yourself, but rather something you need to connect with on a deeper level. This means accepting your flaws, your imperfections, and your vulnerabilities. True strength is not about being invincible. It's about being resilient in the face of difficulty, about bouncing back stronger from every setback. As you embrace your inner strength, you begin to realize that you don't need anyone else to complete you. You are already whole. You are capable of achieving greatness, not because of what others give you, but because of what you carry inside you. When you tap into that strength, you begin to feel unstoppable. No matter how dark the road may get, you know that you have the power to keep moving forward. This strength allows you to face challenges with courage and grace. It teaches you how to navigate the complexities of life without feeling overwhelmed. And as you continue to grow and evolve, you find that your inner strength becomes more and more unshakable. You are not defined by the circumstances around you, but by the strength you carry within you. So let go of the idea that you need others to be strong. You are your own source of power, and it is time to acknowledge it. When you stand in your strength, you not only change your own life, but you also become a beacon of inspiration for others. Your inner strength is something that can light the way for those who are still searching for their own. There is a certain courage that comes with walking through life on your own. It's the kind of courage that says, I don't need to follow the crowd to feel valued. It's the courage to be different, to stand apart from others, and to embrace your individuality. This courage isn't about being fearless, but about being able to move forward even in the face of fear. Standing alone requires a deep level of self-acceptance. It requires the ability to look in the mirror and say, I am enough as I am. The world may try to tell you that you need to conform, to fit in, to surround yourself with people to be happy. But the real courage comes from recognizing that you can be content in your own company, that you don't need the approval of others to validate your existence. But it's also important to recognize that standing alone is not a sign of weakness. It is an act of strength. It is a declaration that you are not afraid to walk your own path, even when it is difficult. The road ahead may seem lonely at times, but it is in those moments of solitude that you discover who you truly are. And when you discover yourself, you find a sense of peace that cannot be shaken by the opinions or judgments of others. The courage to stand alone is also the courage to make difficult choices. Sometimes walking alone means saying goodbye to relationships that no longer serve you, or stepping away from toxic environments. It means choosing your own well-being over the need for external validation. It means trusting yourself enough to know that even if it's hard now, you are making the right decision for your future. This courage also teaches you how to be at peace with uncertainty. The fear of being alone often stems from the unknown. What will life look like without the comfort of others? But when you have the courage to stand alone, you begin to realize that uncertainty is not something to fear, it is something to embrace. Life is full of twists and turns, and standing alone allows you to navigate those changes with confidence and resilience. So don't be afraid to stand alone. It takes courage, yes, but it also takes faith in yourself. When you learn to trust yourself in your decisions, you become unstoppable. You realize that the world is not as big and intimidating as it may seem. You have everything you need to carve your own path, and when you do, you will discover a strength you never knew you had. Grab a hold of our collective tide, dealing justice, relationships, healing, and the American dream. The world can be loud and chaotic, constantly pulling us in 1,000 different directions. It can make us feel like we are always supposed to be busy, always surrounded by people, always doing something. But there is a peace that comes with solitude, a quiet that allows us to reconnect with our inner selves. When we embrace solitude, we find a space to heal, to reflect, and to grow. Solitude is not something to fear, it is a gift. It gives us the opportunity to detach from the noise of the world and tune into our own hearts and minds. In those moments of silence, we can process our emotions, think deeply about our lives, and gain clarity about our next steps. It's in these moments that we can hear our true selves, unclouded by the Finding peace in solitude requires a shift in perspective. It's about seeing alone time as an opportunity for personal growth, not as a sign of loneliness or inadequacy. You are not alone because something is wrong with you. You are alone because the world has given you a chance to reconnect with your own soul. This stillness allows you to breathe deeply, to let go of the weight of the world, and to simply exist in the moment. Solitude also gives us the time to heal. Life can be difficult, and we often carry pain with us, whether we are aware of it or not. But when we take time to be alone, we give ourselves the space to grieve, to process, and to heal. It's in the quiet that we can finally hear the whispers of our heart. And in those whispers, we find the wisdom and the strength to move forward. When we learn to find peace in solitude, we also learn to enjoy our own company. We realize that we don't need constant stimulation, constant companionship, or constant noise to feel fulfilled. We can find joy in the small things, reading a book, taking a walk, or simply being present in the moment. And in that peace, we realize that we are enough, just as we are. So next time you find yourself alone, don't see it as a burden. Embrace the stillness, the quiet, and the solitude. It's in those moments that you'll discover the depths of your own being and find a peace that can't be shaken by anything or anyone. Independence is not just about being able to take care of yourself physically. It is about having the mental and emotional strength to stand on your own 2 feet, to make decisions without fear of judgment, and to trust in your ability to handle whatever life throws your way. When you are independent, you are free from the expectations and limitations of others, and you can truly be yourself. Independence gives you the freedom to live life on your own terms. You are not bound by the opinions of others, and you don't have to answer to anyone but yourself. This freedom allows you to pursue your dreams without hesitation, to make choices that align with your values, and to build a life that is uniquely yours. Being independent also means you can take full responsibility for your life. You are not waiting for someone else to fix your problems or make your decisions. You are in control. This sense of autonomy can be incredibly empowering. It allows you to take ownership of your actions, your successes, and even your failures. The beauty of independence lies in the fact that it allows you to grow and evolve. When you are free from the influence of others, you are free to discover who you truly are. You can make mistakes, learn from them, and keep moving forward without fear of criticism or rejection. Independence teaches you resilience, patience, and self-reliance. Being independent doesn't mean shutting others out completely. It means you have the freedom to choose who go into your life. You get to decide who adds value to your world and who doesn't. When you embrace independence, you also learn to appreciate your own worth. You no longer rely on others to define you or to validate your existence. You understand that you are capable, strong, and worthy of all the good things life has to offer. So never underestimate the beauty of independence. It is a gift, a source of strength, and the key to unlocking your full potential. When you learn to live independently, you discover that you are capable of far more than you ever imagined. Sometimes the world tries to push us down paths we don't want to take. People tell us what we should do, who we should be, and how we should live. But the truth is that your path is your own. No one else can walk it for you, and no one else knows what's best for you except you. Trust yourself to know what's right for your life, and have the courage to follow your own way. Trusting your own path means having the confidence to make decisions based on your own intuition, your own desires, and your own values. It means not being swayed by the opinions of others or the fear of failure. When you trust your own path, you are following the roadmap that is uniquely yours, and no one can take that away from you. This journey might be difficult at times, but it's yours. The road may not always be clear, and you may face obstacles along the way, but as long as you trust your instincts, you will find your way through. The key is to stay true to yourself, to listen to the quiet voice inside you that tells you which direction to go. When you trust your own path, you also learn to be patient with yourself. You understand that success doesn't always come quickly, and that's okay. Every step you take, no matter how small, is progress, and every setback is just a lesson in resilience. Trusting your path is about embracing the journey, even when it's difficult. As you walk your own path, you will find that the people who belong in your life will naturally cross your path. These are the people who will support you, challenge you, and encourage you to keep going. You don't have to chase after anyone or try to fit into anyone else's mold. Trust that the right people will find you along the way, just as you will find them. So never let anyone dictate your path. You are the only one who knows where you're meant to go. Trust your instincts, embrace your journey, and walk it with pride. You have everything you need within you to create the life you want. And that, my friends, is the ultimate freedom. The most important gift you can give yourself is self-acceptance. When you accept yourself for who you are, flaws, quirks, strengths, and weaknesses, you unlock the true potential within. You stop trying to be someone you're not and start living authentically. Self-acceptance is not about perfection. It's about embracing yourself as a whole person, knowing that you are enough just as you are. It means letting go of the need for approval from others and realizing that you are worthy of love and respect simply by being yourself. When you accept yourself, you begin to understand that your value is not dependent on anyone else's perception of you. You are not defined by your past, your mistakes, or your shortcomings. You are a work in progress, and that's okay. Self-acceptance is about acknowledging your journey, honoring your growth, and giving yourself the grace to evolve. This acceptance brings peace. It allows you to stop fighting with yourself and start living in harmony with who you truly are. It gives you the confidence to pursue your dreams without the fear of failure or judgment. And it allows you to love yourself unconditionally, which is the foundation for building strong, healthy relationships. Self-acceptance also means forgiving yourself for past mistakes. We all have regrets, but these don't define us. When you accept who you are, you let go of the burden of guilt and shame. You realize that your mistakes are just part of your story, and they don't take away from your worth as a person. So be kind to yourself, accept yourself fully, and embrace the beautiful, imperfect person you are. You are worthy of all the love and success the world has to offer, simply because you are you. And that is the most powerful truth you can ever know. In closing, remember this: you are never truly alone. The world may try to tell you that you need others to complete you, but the truth is you are already whole. The strength, the power, the resilience you need to thrive in this world is already within you. Embrace it, trust it, and let it guide you on your journey. Whether you walk alone or with others, your path is yours to create. And when you stand in your truth, you will always find the courage to keep moving forward.